Halo Infinite could turn out to be the biggest Halo game ever, and I say that as a longtime fan that has been put through the ringer over the last decade of this franchise. I say that as someone who is incredibly optimistic about Halo's future, but who also has the reservations and concerns. This fall is going to be both super exciting and absolutely terrifying for Halo fans, because I don't know if my heart can take another bad launch. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is how Halo Infinite can evolve over time and become the biggest Halo game ever. We know that Infinite is going to be the last mainline release for at least 10 years. I could be 32 before we see a new Halo game. Oh my god. So before I have an existential crisis, let's talk about what we could see on the campaign side of things. At this point, it's probably a pretty safe bet that there's going to be some kind of campaign DLC or expansions. And I think that's pretty cool because going without a Halo campaign for a few years on end, it's been 5 years at this point, it kind of sucks. So if we see something similar to how Destiny releases a new campaign and story every year, I would be pretty down for that. And with a new story comes so many possibilities for gameplay. New enemy types could be introduced from the Halo universe that aren't there at launch, like banished enemies from Halo Wars, the Grunt Goblin from Halo 5, the Skirmishers, new Elite, Brute, and Grunt subclasses, maybe even the Flood. This could also bring a lot more weapons and vehicles introduced and added in not only to the campaign, but also the multiplayer and Forge mode. New sections of the open world could be added as well. New biomes like snow or desert maps, and even some parts of the map could just change and evolve over time. Imagine that one of the DLCs is the flood breaking containment and starting to spread across the ring. Parts of the map that we know and love from the vanilla campaign could be transformed into flood hives and epicenters. And modifying the map could also just be used for having the banished set up different encampments and forts or that kind of thing. When I look at the environment from the concept art and the gameplay trailer, I see puzzle pieces. To me, it kind of looks like part of the reason 343 designed the ring this way is so that it would make sense for sections of the ring to be swapped in and out. We could see the map constantly changing, and that has me really excited as someone who just likes story content. And for the multiplayer, we're probably going to see more seasonal updates like what MCC is getting. Or if you need more contextual examples, look at the other free-to-play games in the market like Apex, Warzone, and Fortnite.
No.
I hesitate to even mention Fortnite because just the mention of its name gets people so charged, and trust me, watching my little brother doing the floss at my college is a scar on my psyche that will never heal. But think about all the cool stuff that MCC has been getting, the awesome armor, weapon skins, and Halo 3 just got new maps. And just dial that up to 11 for Infinite. New maps, game modes, cosmetics, seasonal events, I'm sure we're going to see all of those things. And not that I want to see Travis Scott and Drake doing a show in Blood Gulch, but Fortnite, love it or hate it, has done some pretty cool and interesting events like that. They had Galactus come in and blow up the world with an Avengers crossover, they did like some kind of time travel thing, and they've done live concerts. And most recently, Warzone had zombies break out and start spreading across Verdansk, and then they nuked the map. Infinite could do stuff like that, but just more relative to Halo. Off the top of my head, imagine like a seasonal event where the Flood break containment and invade like the Infection game mode. A Flood Infection seasonal mode sounds so sick in my mind, but with these seasonal updates, we're going to see things like new weapons, vehicles, and maps added in. And this probably won't happen, but what if we saw all of the legacy maps and weapons added in over time? What if each map offered kind of like the same weapon selection from its native game? Like for example, a Halo 3 map like Sandbox would have the choppers and the brute shot lying around. I think that could be pretty cool because it would give the multiplayer a lot more sense of variety and replayability, and it would also give the nostalgiaholics out there like me a huge reason to come back season after season. Let me know what you guys think of that because I'm sure there are 1,000,001 reasons not to do that, but hey, I like what I like. If we get all the legacy stuff added in, which 343 has expressed that they're interested in bringing back at least some of them, and they kind of did this for Halo 5 already. But imagine what that would do for custom games in Forge. The Forge for Infinite is already going to be absolutely insane, but if you give Forgers even more options, Drive or Die will never be the same. Infinite could become a celebration of everything that Halo is, and not to take credit away from MCC of course, but it would be so cool to just have everything running in the same game, in one engine, at the same time. I think that would be pretty awesome. My hard drive on the other hand, not so much. I've said it 1,000 times, but Halo Infinite has so much damn potential. Halo fans have had a real rough go of it this last console generation, and trust me, I have been right in the trenches in there with all of you. I'm not one to overhype myself for games these days. This console generation has beaten me into a sense of cautious optimism for any game that I'm excited for. But I truly believe that this game could turn out to be something truly special. And believe me when I say that, one way or the other, Infinite's release this fall is gonna be crazy. If you made it all the way through, a like helps this video and my entire channel out a lot, and let me know what aspect of Infinite you're the most excited for. Is it campaign, multiplayer, or Forge and Customs? Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and until next time, have a good one.